It's Jurassic Park Operation Genesis! Hey guys, and welcome back. Our park is gradually starting to take shape. Ever so slightly. We're still a long way off from T-Rex and Spinosaurus and Cretaceous, Parasaurolophus and Torosaurus, but we've still got 3 dinosaurs in our park. We've got a sailback dinosaur. Like the Acrocanthosaurus, I don't know if this thing actually does have a sail now or if it was more of a hump. But regardless, we have a dinosaur. We also have another park entrance. Doesn't stop everybody from gathering over here, though. And then they complain about the crowds. At least they can see something now. Unfortunately, Styracosaurus' DNA is still a bit on the low side. Yeah, 55. It's not particularly useful. Let's go into our fossil hunt. Yeah, they're not much use there anymore. The Chinini formation just isn't going well for me in general. Two at once. We've noticed that very little construction has occurred in your park. We recommend you spend more on new buildings so that your park continues to expand. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Yeah, it didn't give me that much money. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that one before. And what are you talking about? I just built these two, and I built this. Admittedly, I've done a load of destruction as well, and this balloon tour I could probably do with a new waypoint at the moment, but still.
I'm glad you've stopped by.
I can't do anything while it's out and about. Well, feel free to go to other places. It's not like anybody wants to use these things, is it? It's the main issue. Nobody wants to use anything else. Nobody's coming over here despite the fact that there's a park entrance right here. I mean, Pia's over here. Is she going to go into this tower? Most of the time they always seem to be the turn around prematurely, go into the tower. They either turn around prematurely, go up to the tower but then don't go in it, or they start going in circles. What's Pia gonna do? Oh, she's a fun lover. She loves Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, she's got the right idea. Here's a lift. They go in. And then they go up. Whee! And she's looking in the wrong direction. I thought they died for a moment there because they just lie on their side. Parasaurolophus do the same thing. You are grim. I mean, I can't argue that it's cool to look at, but still, you are grim. This park's a thriller, thriller park.
Can you look after this while I get a soda?
No. Who are you, Dennis Nedry? Still so many unhappy faces. That place has just had 3 identical guests in a row. She must be freaking out. Not as much as she is to the fact that she's now discovered she has an identical sister. Again, in the PC version, there are definitely there is much more variety in the terms of the guest's appearance. In the PC version, at the very least, you don't really get any of that here, though.
From Dr. Grant.
Taurosaurus,
What should we do here?
Cretaceous, and Tyrannosaurus. What's on the market?
Greetings.
They're all low. Every single one of them is low.
Aha. Not a problem. Excellent.
Alright, Spinosaurus, Styracosaurus. Oh,
Message from Dr. Wu. Hi.
Tyrannosaurus calling to each other. Isn't that nice? So in the game, this and Evolution actually, Tyrannosaurus is treated as a member of the Iguanodont family. You can see it's got the,
Message from Dr.
it does have the
Wu.
spiked thumbs. Which I think Tyrannosaurus was classified at the time. It is now considered to be a hadrosaur, or at least a hadrosaur form, like an ancestor. But you can see it. It's got the duck bill that the hadrosaurs are known for. Still everybody over here.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Tyrannosaurus is nearly there. After I've made him. The way it got into that position did not look right. It really didn't. Your hands are clipping through the hillside.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Still a long way off. Yeah. And all of the hadrosaurs, they will eventually, when they're running around, they will get onto two legs. Again, take that evolution where for some reason more than half of the hadrosaurs always run on two legs. Except the Tyrannosaurus, funnily enough. Okay. Except the Tyrannosaurus, funnily enough, is the only one that doesn't walk on two legs.
Message from Dr. Wu.
But when they're in evolution, like the Parasaurolophus, not the Emerald, so the Parasaurolophus, the Centaurosaurus, the Corythosaurus, the Lord Titan, they all only walk on two legs. Only ever get on all fours when they are feeding. So you can't walk, and yet really, they probably would have spent the majority of their time on four legs.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Because surely that uses less energy, doesn't it? It's not actually touching the hay bale, but whatever. Yeah, it's a long way off. 8 months now. Everybody is starting to spread out a bit. That's good. That's what we want. Do. Nobody wants to use these viewing towers. Seriously, how does this work? Why does nobody want to use the viewing towers?
Message from Dr. Grant.
Ugh, Amber.
What are your instructions?
You just know it's going to be a Tyrannosaurus, in which case the Amber is not really going to be that useful. And Carcharodontosaurus. Wait, how did I just get two things from the Chenini Formation so fast? Surely one of those should have been from Hell Creek, shouldn't it? Or Judith River, I can't remember where the other one said it was from now.
Message from Dr.
was Acrocanthosaurus? No, that can't be right. What was the other first one I just had? Okay, it was Acrocanthosaurus. I think that was. I'm sure that said Chenini Formation. Like how? That definitely. I will look back at the playback there. I'm sure that said Chenini Formation instead of Hell Creek. Alan! Alan! Sitting down on that bench, your bag is clipping through the bench, Alan! Just like the film, every single thing you can buy literally has an image of the Jurassic Park logo on it.
Great to see you again.
Message from
Yep,
Dr.
that's
Sack.
my Carcharodontosaurus. Yep.
What would you recommend here?
Luckily, they are now at 100%, so they will live for 5 years. The other one will go shortly. Oh, and there,
Message from Dr.
there
Sack.
it goes. Oh, you lost your cousins, guys. You're nearly dead as well. It's a sad day at Jurassic Park. Both of our great white sharks are dead. And that is literally what the Dinopedia calls it. It calls it the great white shark. Which makes sense. Its Carcharodontosaurus means shark-toothed lizard. And itself is taken from Carcharodon, which is the genus that today contains only the great white shark. Because its teeth are very similar. And the name Carcharodon I think it means rigid tooth. And it was originally it long disappeared because its only specimen was destroyed in World War II. Same with Spinosaurus. It was in a museum in Germany. The museum got bombed. The Spinosaurus and the Carcharodontosaurus and all of the other dinosaurs that were found in that expedition back in the early 1910s. They were both lost. It was all lost. I was never clear on whether this thing is... Well, I don't think anybody is ever really clear on whether this thing is bigger than T-Rex. Ow! That looked like it hurt. Because I think the latest evidence... I want to say the latest evidence is that T-Rex wasn't the longest, but it was the heaviest. So, like, T-Rex wasn't the longest, but it was the most massive.
From Dr. Grant. Message from Dr. Grant.
That's what I want to say it goes. Because for one thing, I don't know what the fossil record for Carcharodontosaurus is like. I know Giganotosaurus is close relative. That's known from a reasonably complete skeleton, but not complete enough. But this thing, I have no idea. I know there's 2 species of it, but the bigger one, I have no idea what its actual fossil record is like. And then Spinosaurus is
Message
fragmented
from Dr. Wu.
quite a bit. Oh, for God's sake, Pia. Was it too scary for you or something? It missed. I thought it was going to try and attack the carcass from there. Yeah, so now we can see it's starting to rot away.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Styracosaurus is getting there. It's a year.
It's good to see you.
There is, and it's a long one too. At the very least, we're not like in the film. If it rains, shut everything down. There we go. That's another new herbivore. At last. Should I? Yeah, I think we can do it now, can't we? I'm gonna check this out. Well, I am. They're just not using them. Like, watch Larry right now. Yeah, they just go around in circles. Nobody wants to use my towers, except for David here. Yeah, not my fault when nobody's using anything. That's gonna be fun now. It's gonna let me, as long as I can make my way back. Yeah, okay. There's only ever one vehicle out at a time. So that should hopefully bring some people over there. I think it's really rotting away now. That's like the final stage of rotting away. I thought the cow was going to eat it for a minute there. I was like, whoa, we're learning something today. So yeah, in terms of weight, I want to say, what are the estimates for this thing? Is it around 7.5 tons? I think that's a bit less than T-Rex.
Do you have a moment to speak with us?
It's like, I want to say with T-Rex, it's around 8.5 tons. This thing's around 7.5. Spinosaurus, don't know. Seems to be all over the place. Which does kind of make sense. T-Rex sacrificed strength for speed. No, very much the other way around. It sacrificed speed for strength. It couldn't really outrun a person. So all those complaining about how the T-Rex is able to chase down Claire in her high heels, that does make sense. You know what?
Message from Dr. Grant.
Let's just check on these guys first. They're still good. Poor. Alright. Well, there's not really a lot we can do about that. Right. Before we make another one.
Welcome back.
Message from
No, this is not going to work with me. Okay. Scratch that then. I thought there was an Cretaceous fossil in there. All I need is one.
urgent message.
Oh, we're halfway there.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Tyrannosaurus is done. I don't know how long these guys actually have. 4 months. Yeah, one of them's 5 months. But yeah, T-Rex sacrificed speed for strength. So it couldn't. All those complaining about how the T-Rex is able to chase down Claire in high heels in Jurassic World, that's not actually that unbelievable. It could not go very fast, but it was also incredibly heavy. Whereas Carcharodontosaurus, this evidence suggested it had these air sacs, which enabled it to, which a lot of birds have as well, and that enabled it to chase down prey. And then Spinosaurus ate fish. But I will say, I am still sick to death of the ongoing arguments over that freaking fight in Jurassic Park 3. How long is that fight? It's what, 10 seconds? And everybody just ignores all of the everybody just ignores certain things. Like, they ignore the fact that the film came out in 2001. We have learnt so much about both dinosaurs since then. Can we actually focus on the fact that the film was using what we knew in 2001? It was still a very big argument that T-Rex was a scavenger. We now know that it hunted. We found the teeth inside of other dinosaurs. It's all crowding up here now. We found the teeth inside of other dinosaurs. Those dinosaurs showed signs of healing. They were alive when attacked. And they survived the attack. We know it hunted. We didn't know that so much back then. Spinosaurus had long been lost to World War II. The whole fish-eating thing was also unknown. People are just going to ignore those facts. Okay, I need a cleaner station. Hello everybody, your temporary names are Adam Ambrose, Dimitri Platt, Nigel Connor, Peter Pokopov, Leon Evans. They're all still unhappy because they want to go on the safari. Come on, it's going to be the most popular attraction, isn't it? It's a safari. What were you expecting? And nobody can use a balloon because of the weather.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Is it going to be a herbivore? Is it going to be at the wrong dig site? Actually should be Hell Creek this time. And then it turns out to be Acrocanthosaurus. Which, I mean, that gets it to 100%, but I would have liked more DNA from a different dinosaur. The Torosaurus or the Parasaurolophus. I was saying it was the actual safari ride for a moment there.
Message from Dr.
Parasaurolophus, that's nice. Still not there, but it's nice. One day the storm will end. But also, what just really baffles me about this Jurassic Park 3 fight, nobody cares that the Dilophosaurus is tiny. That it has these neck frills, that it has a poisonous spit. It's the least accurate thing I've ever seen in a dinosaur, and yet nobody cares. The only argument that ever gets is whether or not it's a baby. Though I'm sure it's been said that the only reason it was shrunk down is so it was not to be mixed with the Velociraptors, which themselves are Deinonychus. But it's also like, I'd just go by, well, every other dinosaur on the park is an adult, why would the Dilophosaurus be a baby? But I think in the end, everybody just needs to pay attention to one particular thing. And that thing is, who cares? It's a film. Who cares? That's all I can say. I can't seem to find a decent meal. Well, there's vending machines over there. And you are currently sat down. You can feel that while walking out. Or, you know, see it.
Welcome back.
Because I thought that all looked pretty obvious. So the other side this time. This thing will fly again at some point. Hang on, I can set the waypoint now, can't I? I can change it. Yep. Just until we can get some more enclosures. Yeah, that's the annoying thing about the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus, is that they have to be kept alone. And I don't just mean like they can't mix with other species, they can't mix with each other. You can't have two Spinosaurus, you can't have two T-Rex. Wow, I really only have 9 dinosaurs in this entire park.
How can I help?
I mean, what I would normally do is when we have these first 2 enclosures, I would sort of connect them together and then just have like 5 acros, 5 carcharos, and then that's pretty much all you ever need. Since we're going for a bit more. Well, and the fact that I don't normally have a twister right at the beginning. What is going on with this playthrough? It's like we have a twister right at the beginning.
From Dr. Grant.
We had 2 twisters right at the beginning of Jurassic Classic.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Then we had no twisters at all in the Lost World. I'm starting to wonder. I don't think I've ever had a twister in Lost World. It might just be this program not to ever have one. Now we get it. Where's my Spinosaurus DNA? Seriously. It's about as fragmented as the actual Spinosaurus fossil record.
Message from Dr. Wu.
At least that balloon can go out now. It's gonna be like the Brachiosaurus in the first 2 in Open Range Safari. We're never gonna see it. But we are gonna see it. I can guarantee that. I am bringing Spinosaurus into this park.
Message from Dr. Wu.
I am bringing my favorite dinosaur into the park. Because it's Spinosaurus. I don't care if it's a super overpowered creature rather than basically a crocodile with a funny looking back. Spinosaurus is awesome. I say that mainly because I may not care about who wins. I may hate the argument of the fight, but I am a Spinosaurus fan. But do you know what else I am? I'm a T-Rex fan. I realise that that's awful, I know, because this is the internet. You're not allowed to like 2 things. You must prefer either T-Rex or Spinosaurus. You must prefer either PlayStation or Xbox. Or DC or Marvel. If it's ever both, it has to be one or the other. One is fantastic, the other is absolutely terrible and is the worst thing ever created by humanity. That is the rule of the world. The rule of the internet, anyway. Tell you what, the Spinosaurus versus T-Rex thing may as well just be a portrayal of the internet. It's the shape of this island. Anyway. Any area around here that you see has got like that deep water, weirdly, it's shallow there, it's deep there. I'm pretty sure that should be the other way around. I don't think that's how reefs work. But I can't build on it. But I sort of can by using the biggest one, I guess. We don't need any of that, though.
Welcome back.
Got a heat wave on its way. Yeah, so I was actually introduced to this franchise with Jurassic Park 3. And then I did watch them in reverse order. So a few years after that, it was The Lost World, and then quite a few years after that, I was finally introduced to the first film. For a while, I actually did prefer 3 over the first one. I've never cared much for the second one. I've always found The Lost World boring. Yeah, there are still things in The Lost World that I do really like. That's always the thing with the Jurassic Park films. Sections, bits of the films that I like, I always really, really like. But that's generally what I am with dinosaur films. See Disney's Dinosaur, a heavily underrated movie.
Message from Dr.
It's nothing amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still a really good film. Okay, now we can relocate you guys. And you, well... You'd think the river, of all places, would be where they're finding Spinosaurus specimens. I mean, we still see the Spinosaurus in the river. Unique quality amber. 2 out of 3 dinosaurs are at 100%. But it's also Spinosaurus. I have money. I say that and I'm probably going to regret it, but I have money. You're doing Jill, you're loving the violent encounters, aren't you? It's like, I may hate the reactions to it, but I love the Jurassic Park 3 fight.
Message from
I love the velociraptors in the kitchen. I mean, everybody does, but that scene. I even love just the T-Rex. I question why the T-Rex keep disappearing and reappearing, but in The Lost World, I do like the scene where they push the thing over the vehicles over the cliff. I just want to know where they keep going. Like, why do they keep going back and forward, back and forward?
Message from the park administrator.
Yes, we do have a bit of a funny layout going on here.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Yes, it was Spinosaurus. Perfect. It's still a bit on the low side, but we're getting there. We can breed Spinosaurus now. Where are we anyway? 96, 140, 155, 69, 100, 29, 29. Alright. Spinosaurus is now on its way there. 69%. Nice.
Greetings.
Staff? Oh, it must have been the twister. Wait, so am I short one cleaner? Oh, I am. Okay. No, we don't want to fire anybody. I want to hire.
Urgent message from John Henry.
Alright. So Spinosaurus is from the amber. We've got an we just had our part rating go up.
Would it be possible to
And now he's going to tell me I've not done a very good job. Well, I was just going to end this on a happy note, but I guess I can't. I can't end it on a happy note, can I, Ludlow? I'm glad you were killed by the baby T-Rex. And I love how the T-Rex then just goes, "That's my boy!" But anyway, I think we can wrap things up here. Things are finally starting to take shape. It's just a bit on the busy side. It really is. We need to get some enclosures over here. So, I will see you guys